I'm back. So we have the bot that we made in previous episode, but wanna know what it does? Nothing. You can look at it. So yeah, right now I just want to show you guys how you can add functionality to it. Yeah, so for example, you can make something like this eventually. For instance, like my friend made. Yeah, so let's make that. So as you remember, we required three things here at the top: the client, then the events to register when the bot is ready, and the permissions that it has. So right now we need three more things: the slash command builder to make the slash command structure. We'll also need the REST to work with the REST API so that we can register the slash commands. Then the routes to register the commands into the bot. I don't know how to explain it because I am not very sure how it works. But anyway, let's start. So we'll add three things: slash command builder for building the commands, and then REST and routes for registering the commands onto the bot. So under here, what we first will need is a empty list of all the commands we'll have inside the bot. And then also, what I prefer we do here, because then it's going to be way easier, we add a map function. Here we say command this, so like an arrow to make it a function, and then a command to JSON brackets and close. So this is going to be the first line. What it does is every single slash command object that we'll get, it will turn into a JSON file that the API can read and register and put onto the client of our bot. So next what we will have is, here we will put all the commands. Here we'll put all our commands. For example, let's make the most simple one, which is a ping command. You run a command and it replies with a reply. So what we'll do is const ping command. You can call this whatever. This name doesn't matter at all. I will just call ping command for my ease of use. Is equal to new slash command builder. Close it. And then either on the same line, or as I prefer on the new line, you just every attribute, so everything you want to add to the slash command builder, you just start a dot and, for example, set name. Set name is mandatory, and everything has to be lowercase and no spaces or weird things, just letters. Simple as that. So this wouldn't work, for example, then it will give you an error. So just give it a lowercase, so like non-capital. Then set description, we can add it as well. A simple test comment for our bot. And that is it, that's all the comment. Now what we'll do is we will push the ping command into the commands array. This is what we call an array. An array is a collection of variables. So what we'll do here is, because it's an array, it has a function called push, which lets you push a variable inside the array. So it adds something on top of the stack, kind of. So we type in ping command because we want to register this one. And whenever it's added, it will automatically turn into the JSON format that the bot can read. So now what we need is, we need to register the commands onto the bot. So we'll do const rest equals new rest. This set token and token. And that is it for this one. Now on the next line. Okay, the next thing we need to do is, here you see token. In our config file, we're going to make comma space and the client ID that we also have defined in the same file. So now we do rest.put routes application commands to register the application commands. So now we do rest.put because a put method is pretty much to update. So we're going to update the application commands of the bot. So routes.application commands. And then we will do client ID inside the brackets because application commands, not command, commands is a function. Then after the comma space, curly brackets to make an object, body, and the variable name of our array, which for me is commands. And this is it. All the commands have been registered onto your bot. So now we need to make a reply, which we'll handle here. So client.on, because we don't want to run it only once. We want it to run every single time an interaction has been created. So events, interaction create, space. Now we can either write this like this. But if you only have one argument, you don't need the brackets, which I would I personally prefer to not have. So interaction and then the arrow function. If you prefer, you can of course always type it like this. It doesn't matter, it is the exact same thing. It's just my personal preference. Also, the semicolons are not mandatory, I just prefer them as well. So now we make an if statement. If command name of the interaction, this is the command name, if the command name thereof is equal to ping, which it should be, then we're going to do something. And what we're going to do is we're going to reply to the interaction with pong. That's it, and the whole bot should be done right now, unless I fluffed something up. Yep, this is it. Oh, also, if you guys prefer to have it shown how many comments you have registered, you can always do this. Console log data and comments loaded. Okay, so what it does is this returns a promise. A promise can have two values, either positive or negative, meaning if it succeeds, it's going to do this, and if I had a catch, then it will run whatever is in the catch if it fails. But if it succeeds, it's going to say amount of the comments that we have, comments loaded. So if we restart the bot, one comments loaded, we go into here, we run ping. We go into our bot and you can see ping, a simple test command for our bot. We press enter and it works, and that was it. So yeah, you guys should be fine to experiment with this yourself as well. Just as I said before, just check out all the docs. They cover everything that you need to know. But if you don't, then just wait like a day or two for the next video. Anyways, have a nice day.